I can't talk about books without telling you about some fun reading books for all ages. So, the first one I want to start with is Not in My Lap. Imagine that. So, the first one I want to talk to you about is our busy books that are on wheels. And so you'll see that actually spin. So, baby's first bus book. So, this lion is driving. He goes through, picks up Panda, picks up Mr. Bear and Baby Bear. And as he goes through, you'll see that the people who he's picking up actually end up on the bus. And for those of you who have busy little readers, they can twirl the wheels. You can make the bus actually go back and forth. And so at the end, it gets all of them, and then they end up at the fair. So if you've heard of Usborne, you have probably heard of our That's Not My series. This is That's Not My Mermaid. We have over 30 titles, so just about anything your kid is into, we have a book for it, I guarantee you. So That's Not My Mermaid, and so it says, her hair is too fluffy. The great thing about these books is they're going to go through and they are going to change only the 2 words on the page. So That's Not My Mermaid, her crown is too bobbly. So then you'll see her crown. Can't really see the texture that great on there, but you'll see it's kind of almost like those popper bubbles. And then That's Not My Mermaid, her tail is too scaly. So these are great for helping beginning readers to build their confidence, or like a preschooler who can kind of memorize the book. It'll help them to not only feel like they are reading, it'll actually help them to expand their vocabulary as well. Because like squashy, the mirror is too shiny, the bobbly, the clip is too bumpy. It's just going to go all the way through, and then at the end it's going to say, That's my mermaid, her mirror is so shiny. So, and another fun thing about these is you'll notice all of the pictures are outlined with this dark black outline, and so baby can see this from the first day that they come home from the hospital. So I actually use mine a lot for tummy time with my little guy because he was a stinker and he hated tummy time. Okay, this colorful world, this one is mountains. We also have desert and ocean, but this is like a spotting book, and so they'll say, all are eagles, or are they all eagles? And so then you gotta go through and say, oh no, that one's a vulture. Go through, which cow has a different collar? Look at the collars, they're all this flowered one. Oh look, that one's different. So you can kind of make this book whatever you want it. It's a early version of I Spy, or you can just go through and say which one's different, or which one has circles on the back for this one, or you know, what does the animal say? So that's what I love about the versatility of kind of making books your own. Okay, this one is How to Feed Your Cheeky Monkey. There's also How to Put Your Lion to Bed, or there's 3 other ones in this How To series. So it's going to talk about hungry little monkey wants something to eat. Pop her in the high chair and fetch her favorite treat. Story of my life. Mash up her banana, squish, squash, squish. And then it's going to go through and just talk about all the ways that they eat, how dirty Monkey is getting. She's getting so dirty, gets the cat dirty. And so it's just kind of a fun little entertaining book that just relates to your children in their everyday activities. Okay, Beauty and the Beast, my favorite movie right now. So this one is Peek Inside, Fairy Tale Edition. Beauty and the Beast. So you're going to open it and you'll see it has these beautiful cutouts. They're pretty stinking intricate. And then it's going to go through, and this story is a little different than the Disney version that I went and watched in theaters because I love it. Anyways, so when you open up these flaps, you're going to notice that it just kind of continues on this picture. So it's going to show the inside of it, and then you'll see the little hole. Oh, Beast is kind of peeking around through there. The whole time Beauty's looking for Beast. She's walking through the castle. She can't find Beast. She's wondering who this prince is. Just kind of keeps going. And then this one, you'll see, she can kind of see him. She asks Beast to come out. And then, like, how cute that is. The balcony still continues, and he's closer to her. There he is hiding. All the way over here, closer to her. Okay. And then it goes on. Pretty neat illustrations, and then she kissed the prince. Okay, I want to be an astronaut. There's also I want to be a lion tamer. This one is like action type jobs. It's these two little kids and they are pretending what they want to be when they grow up. So this one wants to be, they're kind of playing pretend in this little box. So they're going to be a race car driver, an archaeologist, a fighter pilot, a spy. So these are all action jobs that kids can kind of explore different options of what they can be, and it's just kind of teaching them to dream big, which I love. So, and then at the end, there is also I want to be a lion tamer, and that one has animal related jobs. At the end it says, but I don't need to decide just yet. I can just dream of having big adventures. Okay. Michelle Nelson Schmidt, she is one of my favorite authors. She writes this Jonathan Jane and the What If Monster and Bob is a Unicorn. If you have a kid that just kind of likes to stick out and do his own thing and maybe is dealing with bullying, this is such a cute book because it goes through and everybody says, what are you doing, Bob? Why do you look so weird? You know, all these things. And he says, I'm a unicorn. And then it ends up that Bob is not a unicorn. In fact, he is an elephant. But he can believe whatever he wants and he can dream as big as he wants. If you have a kid with anxiety and who kind of is afraid of trying new things, this is an amazing book for them. So, I got my signed copy because I'm cool like that. But this is going to go through and it talks about this little boy and this monster that gets in your brain. And he says, what if you tumble? What if you slip? What if you skin a knee? And this little monster that's inside you is going to keep making you scared of trying new things. But guess what? In the end, it says, now wait a minute. I have something to say. After hearing what ifs all through the day, I hear all your worries, I hear all your claims. But what if you're wrong? Asked Jonathan James. The little boy finally says, what if you're wrong, what if monster? And this is what if I climb to the top of the tree and I never slip or skip up a knee. So it rhymes and it's just kind of, I just love the flow of all of her books that she writes so far. She also writes Cordelia, which is good about, it's a good, cute book about not having self-doubt. So he finally overcomes his fears and tries new stuff and he makes a new friend. Hooray! Okay. Choose your own adventure journey. So this one's going to go through. You get to choose. So this is good for little readers who have a hard time sitting still as well. And you get to choose which one you want to be. The boat, the train, the truck, or the car, or the bike. Blah, blah. Okay, so it's going to go through. Each one has their own little journey. And as you go through, some of them end before others do. So you'll notice that we still have all four here. Still going, oh, but now, guess what? Train is gone. And you keep going, oh, look, boat ran out of water, he's done. And it's just kind of fun, you know, interactive, engages them. You can talk about all the cities, all the different things that are going on in the city. This book can be a quick read, or you can spend all day going through it, talking about different adventures you can have, and different things to do. So, Raccoon on the Moon, one of our phonics readers, you'll notice that they have a lot of the same rhyming words, which is really important for kids learning how to read. Goodbye, cries Raccoon, I'm off to the moon. I'll be back by lunchtime, or late afternoon. And what I love about this is it doesn't have the same word that rhymes throughout the entire story. That makes me crazy. It has some repeating, but, so he zooms into space, far up in the stars at a fabulous pace. So it's going to change around your rhyming, not just stay the same rhyming word the entire time. There will be a few revisits, like when it says boom or raccoon, again, but such fun pictures, and it's going to be broke up into little chunks, so it's not overwhelming when you little readers look at it. Great beginning readers. We also have the chapter books, and so Hey Jack it's our second level. Our first level is Billy B, and her and Hey Jack, or no, Hey Jack is one beginning. Hey Jack and Billy B are the beginning readers, and Sally Ripken, the author, Ripken actually has children with learning disabilities, so she has specifically written and designed these books to help with children with learning disabilities. And so you'll notice that The words, they don't end with a hyphen, so they don't have like half words on pages, and they're just really easy. You'll see the words kind of throughout it. They have a little bit of a different font to draw attention to them. Whale Nuts, it's about a billionaire who promotes all of these races. This one's great for a reluctant reader because it's more of like a comic book style. So if they're reluctant at a little bit higher reading level, this is kind of a fun one for them. Or Extreme Adventures. Hello, this one's awesome. Sam and his cousin, niece is his cousin, but they get kidnapped and they are taken away, and as they are trying to escape, their getaway car crashes in a crocodile river, and the rivers are rising and crocodiles are everywhere, and Sam has to help his cousin Nisa get out of it alive. Okay, How the Whale Got His Throat. It is a cute, fun illustration. It's kind of like a fable. It talks about how a whale was eating everything in the whole sea, and then this cute little fish right here comes and hides behind his ear and says, "But you can't eat a man. You're not that cool." So he goes and he finds a man. He swallows the man. The man's ticked. He starts beating the crap out of his insides, and then he turns his raft into a little crisscross shape. And the whale ends up taking the man to shore finally, and the man shoves the crisscross shape down the whale's throat. And from that day on, the whale can only eat teeny tiny things because he was so selfish. Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth. If you love nibbles, you are going to love this one. So it's about this little boy, and his name is it Timothy? Oh, no, it's Oscar. And so Oscar looks out his window and he sees a weird shape after he hears some crashing, and he sees a big mammoth. So he tries to help this mammoth who is chasing a smaller mammoth that ends up being his little brother, and they go through a museum. And as they're going through the museum is alive. And it's going to give them fun facts about the museum. It's going to teach them, so like Van Gogh. There's little fun facts about him right here. And as they're going through, they're trying to catch Timothy, and he's kind of messing things up, making it a little crazy. It's a little silly. And so it goes through, just about every interest. Dinosaurs, aviation. My goodness gracious. Apparently it's time to go pick up my kid. But anyway, so in the end, they finally get little brother, and so they end up on their display right as the clock strikes 1. So they are safe. And then Oscar goes back to bed. So, alright ladies, I'm going to get editing this thing so it's not 70 hours freaking long, and I will see you tonight.